Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be going over two new products from Fenty Beauty. I have here the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation as well as her new primer, which is called the Soft Silk Pro Filt'r Hydrating Primer. I'm going to be putting both of these to the test. You will see me demoing this as well as a 13-hour wear test. And I'm going to include a little bit of footage of what happened after I wore this for 7 hours hiking. So I wasn't hiking for 7 hours total, but you guys will get the drift whenever I talk about it later. But I put this bad boy to the test, so we will see how it turns out. I'm going to get into the information and then I will get into the demo. The Hydrating Longwear Foundation retails for $35 and you're getting just a little bit more than the standard foundation at 35 ml or 1.08 fluid ounces. The standard size is 1 ounce and there's 50 different shades. The shade I got is number 230 and the shade description says that this is for a light to medium skin with neutral undertones. On the Fenty Beauty website, it reads a first of its kind hydrating longwear foundation that delivers it all with comfortable medium to full coverage and serious staying power and a natural perfect finish for normal to dry skin, all in a groundbreaking range of 50 shades. It's said to have a smooth and natural finish that lets skin look like skin. Natural, not dewy, like your skin just had a must-needed drink of water. It is sweat and humidity resistant, and it claims to even out skin without clogging pores or settling into fine lines. Now for the hydrating primer. This is $32 and you're getting 1 fluid ounce of product. It's a lightweight hydrating makeup primer for normal to dry skin that instantly nourishes with a silky smooth formula that keeps skin comfortable all day while improving and extending foundation wear. During my wear test, I wanted to test out the primer, but I wanted to test it out just on one side of my face so I could see if it actually made a difference with the foundation or if it didn't. So I took 1 pump of this. As you can see, it does come with a pump, and I put it on the right side of my face, or the freckle side. I applied it. You see my skin get kind of red. That is not the primer. That is just my skin. I'm very sensitive. You touch me and I turn red. So I have that applied. After I get that done, I do have primers on my pores. Those are linked down below. I wear them every single day, and I don't like to do a foundation wear test without them because I feel like I don't know what's actually going on because I only know what foundation looks like with those. So I always have them all and then they're always linked down below. Moving on to the foundation. Again, just a reminder, I am using the shade number 230 and I'm using my Sonia Kashuk sponge. I am just tapping this on and you can see the amount of coverage I'm getting right away. It's a medium to full with just 1 layer. And I'm using 2 pumps of this foundation and it goes all over my face, and I even brought the excess down my neck. So a little of this goes a long way. The finished result is beautiful. I feel like I definitely look really smooth. I look like I am perfected, and it is a luminous satin. I like the way they describe this foundation because it's exactly how I would say. It is not dewy, but it's a luminous satin, just like your skin, but better type of look. I do go ahead and set this. I use my Pro Filt'r powder, and after I get that all set, you can see my makeup completely finished. It's more matte, obviously, because I added powder, but everything just looks perfected. I do feel like my right side with the freckle looks just slightly more hydrated, just slightly more smooth. But overall, everything looks nice. Now I'm going to get into 6 hours. It looks the same. Nothing has moved. I don't have any oil breaking through. I still think that the primer side just looks slightly better. I'm not sure if it's showing up on camera, but in person, it definitely it makes the smallest difference. I think the foundation does really well on its own. It definitely holds its own, but I feel like the primer does add just that little bit of extra hydration that I personally like to have on the perimeter of my face. And for anybody who doesn't know, I am combo, so I get oily in my T-zone and then I'm dry, normal, whatever. I fluctuate on the outskirts of my face. During this test and when I went hiking and whatnot, I was pretty normal, maybe slightly dry right around here, just for a little bit of extra information. Now let's see what I look like at 10 hours. I feel like everything overall still looks really nice and smooth. However, my pore area, I am starting to see just a little bit of wear. I don't feel like I look oily there, but I feel like I have just a little bit of wear right at my pore area. I have a tiny bit of shine at the little fold on my nose, but that's it. Nothing is worn off. I feel like it still looks really, really good, and it's going strong. Now for the 13-hour part, I had started to get like, this is the start of me getting a migraine. I already knew it was going to happen. If I got in front of this little ring light, it was going to go downhill from there. So I'm going to go ahead and insert this clip. My final check-in is going to be in bed because my head is throbbing and I do not want to be in front of those ring lights. So let me get nice and close. Let's see. Okay. See Puffin's Marvel characters over there. But pores. Okay, so you can see it's slightly sunken in, just slightly shiny around my nose. Didn't touch up my lips. It's cool. A little bit of shiny on my chin. Other side of my nose. You can see the pores, but it's really not bad. Chin. This is my forehead. I somehow have glitter up there. But everything looks pretty good. But it is almost 11 o'clock if you can read a clock backwards. 13 hours. About to go to sleep. But I'm happy. So as you can see, this wore very, very well. I am very impressed with this. But this was a day that, you know, I was in and out, whatever, you know, I was doing my normal things. I believe I went to the post office, I went to Walmart, had to pick up a sick kid from school, and then just like the daily type of errands that I would do on a regular basis. So this foundation got a normal day's wear test. But before I did this wear test, I wore it to what is it called? The window cliffs. I have been wanting to go to the window cliffs for the longest time, but I haven't been able to because of my knee, and Puffin was always like, no, I'm not taking you, you're gonna hurt yourself. And I did fall. I slipped in the water and busted my butt, but I didn't hurt myself. I finally got to go, and I thought, you know what, this is a long wear foundation. I want to test it out. I knew I was going to get extremely sweaty. It was 100 degrees outside. If you know anything about the window cliffs in Tennessee, it's a 5.5-mile hike. You're going through several different areas of water. You go up top. I'm going to insert some pictures and whatnot. But when I came home, it was 7 hours. So I was out hiking 3 to 4 hours. And this is what it looked like. So I came home. I wasn't sweating anymore. This is just what it looked like. I had wear right where my sunglasses were, and it looks like I had a pore problem right here, but I don't. It's literally that my glasses were sliding down my face because I was so sweaty. My smile line on this side looks worse than this side. I was not using the primer at all during this, at all. Just had on the foundation. I've got to say that I was impressed that it stayed on my face. I really thought that this was going to slick off. I thought it was just going to be a mess. And when I got home, and I saw that it was still there. I mean, minus, you know, my sunglasses and the smile lines. I can't believe that this held onto my face. I mean, I was sweating and I had on a hat and it went through the ringer. So this foundation is definitely 2 thumbs up for me, and I actually really like the primer as well. I wasn't sure that I even wanted to grab this because I have so many hydrating primers, but I was like, hey, what the heck? This one's really nice, you guys. It does have a scent. Hold on, I gotta put it on my hand. This is what it looks like. It comes out like a kind of like a gel moisturizer. It's a light pink, and you rub it in. I'm gonna put it in the hand so it goes clear. I feel like it smells like her last primer. So if you tried like her smoothing primer, it smells just like that. So it's not too intense. It's really nice. Like the smell's nice. And it really does hydrate. And it gives you almost like a silk type of feeling. So the name of it, soft silk, is perfect for it. I do feel like it's just slightly more perfected when you wear the primer underneath it. And I'm sure that's going to be the case with a lot of different primers. You could pick out whatever primer you wanted, but if you were interested in this one, this is a hydrating primer I would suggest. I do like it, and I'm definitely going to keep on using it. For the foundation, I am impressed. I am thoroughly impressed, you guys. I feel like I really tried this and put it through the ringer. I'm impressed that it stayed on my face through that hike. It might not have looked the cutest at the end, but still, it stayed on my face, and that says something. I'm really impressed with how it looks for my day-to-day wear. I love the amount of coverage that you get. It's the perfect medium to full. I get the coverage that I need, but I don't feel like it looks thick. I feel like I look perfected, but not cakey. I don't feel it on my skin. I don't feel dry. I'm really, really, really impressed with this. I like it a lot, and I would definitely suggest this. Like I said, normal to dry, definitely try it out. And I would try it if you are combo like me. If you have primers that really work for you in the T-zone, give this a shot, because I mean, it took so long for me to even get the little bit of shine right around my nose, which other foundations that have that satin or luminous finish, I get so shiny really quickly. And I definitely did during the hike, but I mean, I was sweating. It was 100 degrees outside. Oily skin is really the only skin type that I would say, yeah, you probably want to stay away from it, unless, again, you have something that really mattifies your skin and you want to have a little bit more of that satin type of finish. I just think this is beautiful. It's going to give me a hard time when I'm doing my ranking video. I will have that up as soon as I can, but I wanted to make sure that I tested this out and had full thoughts on all the foundations that I've tried recently before I do that video. So I'm going to take all my notes and I'm going to do my ranking video, and I'll put this in there, but right now I'm telling you, this is definitely one of the top ones. I would definitely suggest you try it out. Let me know what you guys think about this down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.